This is episode 8.
Episode 8.
And welcome back. Episode 8. Today we have Christian Yee. If you guys don't know who he is, he's Ashley's older brother. He's also helped shoot this episode of the BooprinT, all these other video stuff that we've been doing. So welcome to the BooprinT, man.
Thanks for having me.
Cool. So let's talk a little bit more about your photography, get a little background. So I know him as a photographer, but in another lifetime, before you got into photography, you were going to school.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about where you were at and what got you started in the game.
Definitely. So I never thought I would pursue this path ever. It just fell into my lap and I fell in love with it, and it just happened organically, and I think that's the best way to find your passion. And now it's my job. It's my full-time job. But starting from the start, I got my first camera when I was in college.
Well, real quick, what were you going to school for?
I went to UCSB, and I was studying political science, and I thought I was going to be a lawyer because, being Korean, parents expect you, doctor, lawyer, whatever it is. So I was like, gotta impress the family. And I was doing that, but I really wasn't into it. But I had my first DSLR in college, and I was just taking snapshots of my friends. Most of the time, we were just drinking, partying.
What kind of DSLR?
It was a Nikon 3100, little starter camera. But it got me started. It got me into the game. And then fast forward a little bit, out of college, unemployed, can't find work, whatever. All my other friends are they're going to trade school for like video production, and they're all getting, as a part of their tuition, they get cameras. So I'm hanging out with them, and they're always, messing around with cameras, filming little short skits and stuff like that. So by association, I'm learning how to use a camera. And at this time, I didn't even own a camera. I think I sold my camera, my little Nikon. So I didn't even own a camera, and I was just using their cameras and just learning off what they're learning in school. And so fast forward a little bit, I finally get my own camera, and me and my friends are just we start like a little production company. It fell through, it failed, but we got a couple paying jobs here and there, and this is all still video production. I haven't even touched photography yet, so I'm just helping out with like little side gigs, little things here and there.
When you talk about video production, you talk about like you were shooting stuff for like businesses and.
No, not even. We were just filming, we were just writing little stories, little skits.
Well, I'm talking about the business part where you guys got paid gigs for stuff.
Oh yeah. So we were doing a lot of like EDM shows and like concerts.
Got it.
And and we would just. A lot of times we would just shoot it for the free concert ticket. Yeah, so it was just like a way for us to get to the concert for free, like on the stage.
Got it.
Kind of. So it was like a cool little tool that we utilized. So those were like the little jobs we were doing. But it all fell apart, but I learned a lot from it. I learned how to operate a camera, learned how to film videos, learned how to edit. So I took a lot from it. I got my own camera.
Mm-hmm. What was that camera?
It was a Canon 6D, and that was the camera that really took my photography to the next level. Like I was able to. You don't need a nice camera, by the way.
You don't need a nice camera.
Yeah, to do photography. There's so many other things that you can learn beforehand that can make you a good photographer. So I get my first camera, cheap 50mm lens, $100 lens, and I just started taking photos of everything.
And how long ago was this?
This had to have been like 3 or 4, probably like, let's see, we're at what, 2019, so probably like 2015.
4 years ago?
Yeah, 4 years ago, and I was just taking pictures of everything, and my sister, being social media, social media person, Ashley, she was always like, yo, I need you to take my pictures, I need you to come, help me, take pictures for me. So I did that. And I owe a lot to her because that really allowed me to progress my game. Like, like without even me knowing it,
Yeah.
just by hanging out with my sister. So
Yeah.
that was really
So like over time, basically, when you took photos of her and her lifestyle or food, like you would just learn little things on the camera.
Oh, yeah,
So it
definitely.
wasn't like you went to school for it. Just like you learned as you went along.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had no idea, and it was just something I was doing, something that I enjoyed,
Yeah.
and something that I got practice frequently because I was always shooting Ashley. Like,
Yeah.
And then also things just started like, progressing. Like shooting her, she's got a following. Some people started hitting me up to shoot,
Yeah.
and then one thing leads to another. People are asking for me to shoot them, and then saying they're gonna pay me.
Yeah.
So that's when it started like clicking into my head. Like, and at this time I was just working, normal job at e-commerce, like an internet
Like 9 to
retailer.
5?
Yeah,
Yeah,
9 to 5, and I'm juggling both things at the same time. Photo, here little freelance photo jobs here and there, and then my job.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
And so now you are
I'm full-time
photographer.
Full-time photographer.
You do like what kind of stuff are you doing now?
I specialize in portraits, but
Like wedding stuff too? Like
no,
what
I
do you do?
actually told myself I was never gonna get into that because my friend, he does wedding videography, and he actually brought me on a lot of jobs as weddings, and yeah, it's great money, it's good,
That's serious money.
Yeah, serious
Yeah.
money. People put a lot of money into their weddings.
Yeah.
Great money, great job. With that being said, I wasn't into it. I started getting jobs, word of mouth. But then one night I just was like, yo, I'm gonna try to run an ad on Facebook.
Okay.
Ran the ad, and then fell asleep. The next day I had like 20 inquiries, and I was like, oh my god, like I spent $20 on this ad, and I could potentially make $1,000 here. And I was like, this is like this is real. So I started following up with people, started doing the emails and whatnot, and I started getting booked. And then I was doing that, juggling the two jobs, and then it just started becoming too much, and I was getting booked and booked more often.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take my chances. And I was really scared at the time because I was like, what if this just drops off?
Yeah.
And I'm stuck.
So you left the 9 to 5 world.
Left
and
the
went
9 to
full-time.
5, and actually, once I left, I actually started getting more busy with photo, which is a blessing. And and now I've just been pursuing that, and now it's what I do. It's what I love to do, and I'm just happy that it's come to this.
Work hard, handle business. You'll get to what you get to. So yeah, I mean that's just another story here about he started with a camera and now he has a full-fledged business. So it's always good to hear these stories. Just entrepreneurship and kind of working hard, getting to where you gotta get to. Any pointers for anyone that wants to get into photography? Like what would be an ideal photo for you? Like what are some small pointers that you could give to them?
Shoot as often as possible. If you can shoot every day, shoot every day. Be proactive. Ask people to shoot them. Ask people to shoot them. Shoot your friends. You don't need nice cameras, and watch a lot of YouTube.
Watch a lot of YouTube and watch the BooprinT on YouTube as well. Got to plug it.
go.
So do you want to do a quick plug on your Instagram or your Facebook?
Yeah. My Instagram is Christian Yee _. Most of my work can be found on my website. It's christianyee.com, and and then I'm doing YouTube now.
Cool. And so now we're gonna come to the food here at Booze.
Yeah.
Real quick, Christian loves the Italian hoagie.
Well, I love the cheesesteaks, but it's like 10 a.m. on a Saturday, and I was just feeling something a little bit more vegetable-y, I guess.
I got it myself here. I got the Papa's Logan right here. We throw the fries and the cheese whiz and the chicken on the grill and make it, on the grill. I think we covered this on one of the episodes a long time ago. But yeah, ask for the Papa's Logan, Italian hoagie. I'm gonna take a quick bite. Bite. Thanks for watching episode 8 of the BooprinT. Episode 9 coming soon. I'll let your boy, Christian, Andrew. Check you later. The BooprinT.